Bible story: The Man Who Sat in Darkness. The sun was shining brightly near the city of Jericho. Little red and yellow flowers grew by the side of the road. Many people walked along the road. Rocks and stones were scattered along the roadside. There were no cars or trucks. People walked almost everywhere. A few rode on donkeys. Some rode in shiny chariots pulled by horses. Bartimaeus sat by the side of the road. Bartimaeus felt the warm sunshine, but he did not know that it was bright. Bartimaeus could smell the flowers, but he did not know that the flowers were red and yellow. Bartimaeus could hear and feel the breeze blowing. Two little ants carrying a small crumb crawled by Bartimaeus. Bartimaeus could not see the little ants. Bartimaeus was blind. To blind Bartimaeus, everything was dark. Bartimaeus seemed to get in everyone's way. He could not plant seeds to grow corn. He could not make tents in which people could live. Bartimaeus had to walk slowly each day so that he would not stumble. He sometimes walked into scratchy branches of trees. Bartimaeus had to reach out to feel if he was near a building. If Bartimaeus was not careful, his skin got cut and bruised when he bumped into things. So Bartimaeus sat by the side of the road that led to Jericho. His clothes were dusty and old. His hair was ragged and dirty. It seemed as if no one cared. When Bartimaeus heard footsteps, he would hold out his hand. Perhaps someone would give him a small coin so that he could buy bread. "Please, please, help a blind man!" cried Bartimaeus. Sometimes, as footsteps grew close, Bartimaeus became afraid. If the people did not stop, Bartimaeus would have no money. He would not be able to buy food to eat. As Bartimaeus sat day after day, he would listen to people talk about different things as they walked past him. "How are you today?" one would ask. Another would say, "Ouch, I have a stone in my sandal." A busy shopkeeper would say to his servant, "Hurry, we must open the store." One day, Bartimaeus heard something very strange. He listened closely as a man and his son walked past. "Father, what happened on your journey?" the little boy asked. "Son, I saw a man with twisted and bent legs. Jesus made the man's legs like new. The man got up and walked." Bartimaeus was surprised to hear many people talk about a man called Jesus. Everyone was talking about Jesus. Bartimaeus began to think about this man called Jesus. Some people say that Jesus is the Son of God. If Jesus could make a man walk and a sick girl run and smile again, if he really is God's own son, surely God's son could make me to see. Bartimaeus wanted to go find Jesus. Bartimaeus wanted to run to Jesus and reach out and grab his hand. Bartimaeus wanted to cry, "Jesus, please make me to see." Then Bartimaeus remembered he could not find Jesus. Why, he could hardly walk down the road without tripping and falling. No one would want to take a blind man to Jesus. Bartimaeus could not find Jesus by himself. Bartimaeus would never see. Bartimaeus was very sad. He was sad as he listened for footsteps. He was sad as he held out his hand for another coin. Bartimaeus was very, very sad. He wanted to see, but all hope was gone. One day, Bartimaeus heard the sound of many feet. Bartimaeus was afraid. Why were so many people in a hurry? Were they running from soldiers? Was a terrible rainstorm coming? Was there a fire in the city? "What's going on?" cried Bartimaeus as the people rushed by. Someone turned toward Bartimaeus and said, "Jesus is coming! Jesus is coming down to this road!" Bartimaeus' heart beat fast. Just yesterday, he had thought that he would never be able to find Jesus. Could it be that Jesus really was near? Jesus might not see a blind man sitting on the ground. Bartimaeus must yell. Bartimaeus yelled loudly, "Jesus! Jesus! Please help me!" cried Bartimaeus. A woman heard Bartimaeus. She said, "Quiet! We are listening to Jesus." A young man spoke to Bartimaeus. "Shh! Don't make so much noise." Bartimaeus was not afraid. He must talk to Jesus. Only Jesus could make Bartimaeus see. Why? Jesus might never come to Jericho again. So Bartimaeus yelled louder, "Please, Jesus, help me!" Jesus stopped walking. Jesus had heard Bartimaeus. "Bring that man to me," said Jesus. Someone led Bartimaeus to Jesus. Bartimaeus was led to the only one who could make him see. "Bartimaeus," said Jesus kindly, "what would you like me to do for you?" Bartimaeus was very excited. Jesus had heard him. Jesus knew his name. Now Jesus was talking to him. Oh, Bartimaeus just knew that Jesus could do anything. Bartimaeus quickly answered Jesus, "Jesus, please help me to see." Jesus looked at Bartimaeus. Jesus saw the old and dusty clothes that Bartimaeus was wearing. Jesus saw the thin, outstretched hands of Bartimaeus. Jesus saw Bartimaeus waiting. Jesus saw Bartimaeus waiting to see. Then Jesus spoke, "Bartimaeus, because you trust me, you will be able to see." Immediately, Bartimaeus looked around. The grass was green. The sky was blue. There were red and yellow flowers growing. The dusty road was brown. Bartimaeus was very happy. He saw Jesus walking away and ran after him. Bartimaeus even ran without falling. Bartimaeus was so happy he could not keep quiet. "I can see! I can see! Thank God I can see!" Everyone was very glad for Bartimaeus. They knew that Jesus had done something no one else could do. They knew that Jesus had done something that only God could do. They knew that Jesus was God's Son. Jesus had made blind Bartimaeus to see.